with Touching Worlds. Glad to have you here. So remember, before you do any movement, to do what is comfortable for you. That's really important to be safe. So if anything hurts, just modify what we do. In this class, we're gonna do, I felt like today I should do the 8-piece brocade. I haven't done that in a while. So I thought today we'll do the warm-ups from Dr. Paul Lambs and the 8-piece brocade that I learned from Mimi Kuo-Deemer, if I can say her name right. But she's wonderful YouTube channel if you haven't seen her. So check her out. All right, so let's check in with our body and our posture. I'll go a little bit further out. So most of you are in a chair, so I'm going to teach from a chair today, okay? So we want to get our hip, shoulders, ears in alignment. We want our chin slightly tucked in. We want the string, imaginary string, to connect us to the ceiling. And we want the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And the hands, wherever you feel comfortable, on your lap or on the side, depending on how your chair is. And your feet comfortably connecting to the floor if you're tall enough to have your feet touch. All right, so let's get centered and just get this, they call this a vertical alignment. Just feeling connected to the sky and to the earth, and just here in this present moment. And let's connect with our breath. So just first observe your breath. And now after observing your breath for a second, let's go a little bit deeper, breathing in through your nose, filling up our tummy with air. And then gently exhale, squeezing in our pelvic floor muscles. Thinking about it is good enough. And let's do that again. Gently inhale. And gently exhale. Let's do that one more time. And gently exhale. Good. All right, so let's check in with our body, starting with the top of the head, going down the neck, the shoulders, elbows, and fingers. We're just going to let our body soften and relax, letting go of tension. And then further down the spine, to the hips, to the thighs, to the knees, the ankles, and the feet. Again, letting go of any of that tension or stress, and imagine that it's fertilizer. It's being recycled back into the earth and composted, reused for better use. And your body feels lighter and freer and healthier. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them, and let's begin with the warm-up movements. All right, so hands slowly come up, drippy fingers. Hands slowly coming down, gazing at the floor. Let's do that again. Inhale. Good. And gently looking down. And let's do that one more time. Bringing the hands up. And making sure we turn and we look down at the floor. And now we're going to add on to it. So we're going to bring the hands up. Now we're going to turn the wrist and we're going to tuck the chin. And then keeping a distance, and then slowly come out. And slowly looking down. And let's do that again. Inhale, bring the hands up, turning the wrists, tucking the chin, pushing out, and then looking down. And one last time, you can do it with your breath or however it feels nice. So breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Or you could do one long breath each way. So whatever feels good. And then we can come back to center. Now we bring our palms together to face each other. We'll let one hand face down, face the earth. Hands, palm open up. And now we're going to gently follow that hand, go about 60%. And then we gently come back. And the hands pass. We open up to the other side. And gently come back. Good. And let's do that again. Now 80%. Inhaling, opening up the chest. Exhaling, coming back to center. Hands pass, other side. And then coming back. Good. Let's do that one more time. Each side, 90% now. Good. And then we come back to center. And other side. Good. And then bringing the hands back to center. Feeling very relaxed. Now let's do our shoulder rolls. So relax the shoulder rolls, or shoulders, there we go. And gently do rolls. So inhale as they go up. Exhale as they go down. Let's reverse it. And it doesn't have to be good, big, so that's good. You guys are doing a good job. And one more time. Good. All right, the next shoulder movement for the warm-up is hands circle around about to your comfort level, and then hands slowly come down. Slower the better. Then we open up again, gathering beautiful oxygen or mist in the air, and then slowly bring that mist down a center of your body. And one last time. Inhale, abundance, and store that within your body. Good. That feels good, doesn't it? All right, so that's the shoulders. Now we're going to move to the spine. So always think of holding an imaginary ball for the spine exercises. This bottom hand's going to rise up, gently turn up, forehead height, gently push down, or you can push down to the side. You got two options. Then the hands gently come back, and then going to the other side. Gently pushing up and gently pushing down, and hands coming back. Good. So your spine is gently being extended up as the hands go up and keeping a nice bend in the arm. That's good. And then gently come back, forming that ball. And the other side. Stretching, letting the joints feel that nourishment within. And let's do it one more time each side if you want to think about your breath. Inhale, and hands coming back, exhale. And the other side, inhale, and exhale. Good. So we did that 3 times each side. Now we're going to do another movement. And whatever hand and our elbows on top is the direction we're going to turn our body. So we're going to gently turn, flip the hands, and then gently go to the other side. And it's a very small movement. Your nose should line up with your knees. And if you're going, comment if you're new, if you're watching this video, people go too far usually. It's a very small movement. But people on my Zoom class are doing great. Good. And let's do it one more time. Flipping the hands, inhaling as we do that. Gently exhaling as we carry the ball across. Inhale. And exhale. And then letting that go. Good. All right, so we did the 2 spine exercises. Now we do the hips. I know some people like to stand. You may stand, but I know some few people on here are not standing. So I'll just stay in a chair. Maybe I'll go a little bit further back. I got that little rug in my way. I guess you can see, I guess, a little bit of my legs, but not my feet. But you guys kind of know this. So the first movement is we're going to put the heel out, so you can kind of see it on Zoom. I think Zoom has a better angle. Then we bring the foot in and the hands gently rise. So if you're standing at home and trying to do this, you can pause in the center, or you can bring the foot to the back. But for the chair, bringing the foot out, hands come down, then we bring the foot in and the hands rise. And let's do that one more time with that one foot. Bringing the foot out, bringing it in, and the hands gently rise. And if it's hard to do the hands, focus on the feet because we're trying to work the hips. The hands, I think they kind of slow you down and it feels good. So you don't have to do the hands, but if you are standing, do your hands because it helps with the balance. Or you can hold on to a chair. All right, so bringing the foot out, hands in the back. Then we bring the foot in and the hands gently rise. Hands gently come down, lifting the foot out. And then bringing it back in, hands gently rise. Bringing the foot out again, and then bringing it back in. I know we're doing it 4 times, let's do it one more time. But if you're standing, you may do it slower, so giving them extra time. case they're standing. And then hands slowly come down. Good. So that is one movement for the hips. The next one is lifting the foot, placing it out, and then bringing the foot back in. The other foot, bringing it out, and bringing it back in. Sorry, I got my laundry buzzer going off. All right, so now we're gonna do the hands. So if you're standing, then you would just lift the foot, placing it down, and then bringing it back in. So the hand goes straight out. So we don't want to go to the side. Some people go to the side. We want it straight out. Hand goes across the chest. It's near the elbow, but they're not touching, so they're lower. And then we lift the opposite foot. So we open up the hip area, and then we gently imagine pressing against a wall or plywood, whatever you like. Then bring the foot in and relax the hands and go to the other side. Gently press, open up that other hip to your comfort level, and bring the foot in and letting the hands go. Good. So gently press, inhale, bringing the foot in, exhale. Inhale, opening up that leg, and exhale, letting it go. Let's do it one more time each side, and if your breathing pattern is different, that's okay. Just doing one breath slowly is the main thing, and then the other side. All right, good. So that was a great job for the hips. Now we move on to the knees. We make empty, hollow fists, meaning you can see through. And then we put them here by our hips. We try to put our feet in a V, if you're able to do that. And we gently lift the foot, and then we extend the arm. So if you're standing, you would just lift the foot and tap it on the ground, and then you bring it both back in at the same time. In a chair, you can tap and extend. But if you're in the chair, you can also kick. If you're standing, I would only recommend kicking if you're experienced and you have the experience, know how to do that. Otherwise, just tap if you're standing. But if you're in a chair, you can also kick with your heel first. Get a little calf stretch. You'll kind of notice that motion. And the other side. Good. And let's do it one more time, each side. Enjoy the motion of the slow motion. And the other. Good. Good job. All right, so the next movement for the knees is lifting the foot, placing the foot down, so heel, then toe. I know on my recording you can't see, but it's hard to see on Zoom too. And then we lift the opposite arm of the foot that placed out a little bit further. And if you can shift your weight a little bit forward, then bring the foot back in and the hand back in. But if you're not able to lift your foot, then don't shift your weight. It's heel, toe, and extend. So if you're standing, you would actually place the weight onto your foot and then shift your weight a little bit forward. So heel, toe, and extend, good. It's a nice upper back stretch. Heel, toe, extend, nice and slow. Good, beautiful. Let's do it one more time, each side, heel, toe, extend, good. Coming back in, and then the other side, heel, toe. All right, beautiful. Yay, good job. Now we're gonna move on to the ankle exercises. So you can do that also standing, but we're gonna do it in chair. So you can have your hands anywhere, but some say you can have it in the center of your belly, imagining our center of gravity. We're gonna lift the heel and the toes, so tapping up and down. I know you can't see, but best you can. And then let's go to the other side, tapping the heel and the toe. All right, good job. And then let's switch feet. You have two options. You can tap big toe, little toe, and isolate only the ankle muscles, or you can do little circles in the air. Yeah, if I lift the foot higher, you can see it just like, doing little circles. But only if you're in a chair that we recommend you do the circles. Helps with the prevention of falling. So now let's do the other one. Like you guys said, you do a heel toe, just moving the ankles, or doing the circle both directions. So if you do it 3 times one way, and then the other. Good. So that is our ankle warm-up exercises. So good job. All right, so I haven't done this in a while, but my cat's in the way now. He can't see her, but I'm gonna go around my cat so I don't hurt him. We're gonna do the 8-piece brocade. So let's get that going, and I can be a little bit closer. Hopefully the cat will move. Okay, so, all right, trying to get a little bit further back. Okay, so this one we're gonna start with the 2 hands at the belly and just centering ourselves. I like to go a little bit further back, but my cat's in the way. Okay, I'm gonna get him out of the way. Meow. Hi everybody, this is George. Okay, all right, this is a good distance. So, hands in the center, and we're gonna gently let the hands rise up, and then the fingers are gonna connect at forehead height. Gently push up, and she does a little bit more of a stretch. I know I always say never bend your elbows, but this one is kind of a little bit of a stretch, and then the hands open up, and hands slowly, slowly come down. And then we come to the center, the hands rise up, and then at forehead height, they lock, and then they churn out, gently push up, stretch. It's called 2 hands supporting the heavens. This one is called. And let's do that one more time, doing the repetitions of 3. I just want to make sure we have enough time. Otherwise, if you can do this at home, do it 5 or 7 or 9 times. Good. It's a nice stretch. And the hands slowly, slowly coming down. Good. And whenever she does this movement, she does a little hand circle around about chest height, and the hand slowly comes down just to clear the energy of that move. All right, good job. So the next one, the one hand is going to push down, the other one's going to push up. It's called rising the hands to condition the stomach and the spleen. So gently pushing up, gently pushing down, and then the hands come like an airplane, and then they switch to the other side, and gently pushing up. Good. Hands come like an airplane, and then going to the other side. It's kind of tricky the first time you do it, if you haven't done it. And then coming back. And let's do this one a little bit more than 3 times, because it is a little bit harder to remove. So the stomach and spleen, they're referring to not the actual organs of the stomach and spleen, but the meridian called stomach and spleen. And this is supposed to help with excessive worry or excess of anything in excess. So to create harmony and balance. And let's do it this last one time. It's a good upper shoulder movement as well. And then let that one hand drop. And then we come to the center. The hands circle around. And then hands slowly, slowly coming down. All right, so the next one is, you can have your legs a little bit wider if you like, but this one is about the bow and arrow. So letting the arrow fly. So we start with the, maybe a little bit further back. So we open up, and then we pretend like we have a bow and arrow, and we make a little L shape with our hand, and we want to look in the corner of it and pretend like taking aim. Then we let go, open up our hands, and then we bring the hands back to center. Open up, taking a gaze, finding that aim, and then letting go, and then bringing it back to center. If you're standing, you could bend your legs in between. But if you're in the chair, you can, slightly slouch if you want, or just, focus on the upper hand movement, and then bring the hands to center. Opening up, taking aim, opening up the shoulders, letting go, and then coming back. And let's do it one more time, each side. You can think about your breath. Inhale, open up. Exhale, letting go, bringing the hands back to center. And if that's too much to think about, just think about the movement. Opening up, taking aim, letting go, and then hands coming back to center. And hands slowly, slowly coming down. And clearing out that movement that we just did to help that's supposed to help with the liver focus, with the aiming. All right, so the next one is called Wise Owl Turns Its Head to eliminate fatigue. So if you are standing, you can lift up your heels, but in a chair, you can also lift up your heels as we open up. So basically, we're gonna flip our hands back and forth as we turn our head. So the palms are facing back in the starting, and then we turn to one side, and as we do that, we rotate the hands out. So now my palms are facing the front. And then as I come back to the center, my neck, I'm neutral. And let's do it, and then let's do that again to the other side. You can lift up the heels now if you want to try that. As we open the palm, turn the head, and then gently come back to center. If it's hard to do the heels and the hands and the neck, just, do the hands and the neck then. Let's do that again. Opening and turning to the side to your comfort level. And then turning back to center, flipping the hands. Going to the other side, opening up. And then coming back, bringing the heels down if you're lifting. Let's do it one more time each side. Opening up, inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Other side, opening up. And coming back to center. Good. Now let's bring the hands to the center. Hands slowly, slowly come down. And back to center. Good. All right. So the next movement, you can keep your legs a little bit wider open. This one is called bending tail to calm heart fire. We're going to kind of moving the tailbone. So again, making sure your foot's a little bit further out, making sure you feel comfortable. We don't want to lose balance. So just keep that in mind. Hands on your knees if you're able. And we want to keep the chin up. That will help with your balance as you lean forward. So we're going to gently lean forward, kind of like your heart fire. Your heart is leading. Then we're going to bend across. And then we're going to move up. Then we're going to go back down that same direction. Go across. And then come back up. So that's considered one, and we'll do 2 more times. Slowly going down. You might feel a nice stretch in your hips. I know I do. It feels really nice. And then slowly going down, across, and up. And the slower you do it, the better. It feels very nice, like a gentle massage. Slowly going down one more time. You can think about your breath if you like. A nice slow inhale as you go up. And a nice slow exhale as you go down. And slowly coming back up. Good, isn't that one nice? I like that one. Feels really good. All right, so the next one is we're gonna start with it's like a massage movement. So it's called hands climb the legs to strengthen the kidneys. So the hands are gonna circle around and we're gonna go for the kidneys. Hands are gonna go for the kidneys and slowly, slowly go down, trace along the outside of our leg. And if you can bend, circle around and slowly, slowly come up. And then the hands gently rise up towards the sky. And then we open up, circle the hands around. We're doing the second time. And we can do this one a little bit more because it's a nice massage. Then if you want to, you can also rub your kidneys, send good love and energy. And then we just slowly, slowly go down the outside of our pant leg. Circling around the toes, and if you can't touch, just imagine that you're touching, and then when it comes to your tummy, let the hands gently rise. Good. Let's do that again. Hands circle around, gathering good energy for our kidneys, and if you want to rub, you can. Send lots of love to them, and then gently have the hands go down. And circle around your toes, or imagine you're touching your toes. And then the hands slowly rise up. And then we can let the hands slowly come down. And then we can clear out that energy from that movement and letting the hands sink. All right, good job. So the next one is about punching with an angry gaze to increase strength. So it's kind of like the knee movement, but it's just gently bringing the hands out, and you're supposed to make an angry face. So, get mad if you can, and gently bring your hands in. If you're standing, you could bend a little bit if you want, but gently the hands go out, and gently come back in. And let's do that again. Good. Feeling that nice little stretch and feeling that strength of anger. So letting the anger out, letting yourself feel what you need to feel, and then letting it go. And let's do that again. You can make your angry face. Let's do it one more time. Punching the angry gaze to release, to increase strength. And then coming back to center. And again, we want to clear out that energy. You don't want to keep it. Letting go, feeling and letting go. Basically, that was for. Good. All right. So this one is bending the back to eliminate 1,000 illnesses. So basically, you kind of imagine that you are a rag doll. So we're going to bend forward. With your bending forward, I highly recommend that you keep your feet a little bit one a little bit in front of the other, just so you have balance in the chair, and go to your comfort level. So basically, we're going to bend forward, let the hands come down like you're a rag doll. And, take a moment, let yourself feel that little stretch in the back. And then we're going to slowly rise up. And then we're going to open up our chest to the sky or ceiling. And then we're going to come to neutral. And then we shake off all those illnesses that, by opening up. So again, slowly coming down like a rag doll. Slowly coming up. And then open up the chest. And then coming back to neutral. And shake, releasing any of that discomfort or illnesses that you might have. And let's do that again. Gently come down. Gently come up. Open up the chest. And then come back to neutral. And shake. And the hands slowly circle around. Hands slowly come down. I'm going to turn off my warning. We got 8 more minutes left, so that's good. And clearing out that energy. So that is the 8-piece brocade. There's many versions of it, but this is one I really love by Mimi. I'm not sure how to say the first part of her name, but it's Kuo, and then -Deemer. So Kuo-Deemer. All right, so good job. So let's do our cool down that we traditionally do with Dr. Paul Lamb. So tapping the thighs, crisscross is better. Other side. Good, getting that blood flow. Good. And let's bring our hands in. We'll do it what I call eagle style. So we're gonna bring the hands crisscross. If you can, lift up your heels. Tighten up your tummy. Inhale. And then open up your hands. Spread your fingers and release. Let's do that again. Tighten up the heels, or lift up the heels, tightening up. Feeling safe and secure. And then exhale, releasing. Feeling expansive and feeling relief. And let's do that again. Inhale, tighten up the tummy. Inhale, tighten, yeah, good. Exhale, release. And let's do that one more time. Gathering strength, feeling secure. And then exhale, having courage, trusting life. Good. All right, the next one is the gathering chi. So the hands circle around. And hands slowly, slowly come down. Slower the better. We want to match our breathing if you can, so inhale. And then slowly exhale. Longer exhale is better. That calms the vagus nerves in your body, which creates more relaxation. And let's do that again. Inhale, gathering beautiful aroma. Maybe a beautiful garden you can imagine yourself in right now. It's summertime. And then bringing our hands around, gathering beautiful, vibrant energy from the plants and the trees. All that around, that chi, life vitality that's all around us. And let's do it one more time. Gathering beautiful, beautiful energy from each other. I appreciate you guys coming on Zoom and people who follow me on YouTube. And then bring the hands to center. Good. So that is Dr. Paul Lamb's. I think we have enough time. I'd like to do I think the hand tapping or the meridian cleansing. I'm trying to decipher which one. Anybody have any preference? The tapping or we could do the meridian cleansing. Any preference? No? No preference? All right. Tapping. Okay, someone showed a tapping move. Okay, so let's do the hand tapping one. So let's start with clapping our hands, rubbing them, getting the fingers going, cultivating good life force chi energy within our hands. And then we want to spread it in a heart shape around our head. So this is a routine that from the Spring Forest Qigong, tuning in, hands circle around, doing it 3 times. Let's do it one more because I didn't tell you. Good. And then we want to cup the hands. So this is specifically how he did it when he did the training on Facebook. So we want to bend our head a little bit forward, so not straight, just a little bit forward. Cup the top of your head 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then he tells you to tap between the eyebrow point here. 2 fingers is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then underneath the eye sockets, or underneath the eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then he talks about you can rub a throat point. They say this one is good for like if you're nauseous or coughing. This can help. So these are all techniques that he recommended if you ever get COVID or maybe the flu. Things that can help with moisture and congestion. So I think that's just good to do, that we learn it. And then rubbing the lung points. So this is the lung point. So just pick where the shoulder and the clavicle bone meet. Gently rub. It might be a little tender. If it is, just it may tell you to rub there more if it's a little tender. If it's not, it's doing good. And it should be soft and gentle. Now we do the other side, the other lung point, and the other shoulder. Good. All right, the next part is tapping. He does it one way in his version. So we're going to tap on the shoulder, going all the way down, palms facing up, going down the shoulder. I think he'll do it 5 times. You can do 3 or more. And then other side. And then trying to do that in cupping shape. All right, good. I know we did a little bit extra. Then he cups and does the inside of the arm. So do 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other points he talks about is massaging the hands, and then we'll end up with the knees. So take the middle finger where it kind of curls in. That's the area where you should gently massage. First time you do it kind of soft. Then you can make it a little firmer, a circular motion, a little bit harder. And if you want to do it, I don't think it matters which way, but if you want to circle it in both directions, you could. But starting with the left hand is better, but if you didn't, that's okay. But I always think left is first. And then let's go to the other side, curling that finger in, gently massaging. And then you can get a little bit firmer if you want. Nice and relaxed. Good. Very good. So that's the Lao Gong point. The next point that he recommends is between where the thumb and the finger, they meet in the bone there. Gently massage. Again, a little bit soft, and then a little bit hard. It shouldn't hurt. And this is a good massaging point. And now we do it to the other side. I've heard if you're pregnant, don't do this. So if anyone's watching on YouTube and you're pregnant, don't do this move. All right, but everything else should be okay. All right, and then the last part is the knees. So let's tap over the knees. So cupping, so 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go to one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So that is that routine. I've seen variations on Facebook. They're continuing to do these everyday trainings. And they're different instructors, so they're doing different variations of it, but I kind of like the original one. But they're all good. I'm liking those. So highly recommend that. So let's open and close our hands, share that good energy, and it looks like we're almost out of time. So I appreciate you coming. Right hand's a fist to represent strength, fingers together, friendship, thumb bent, humility, and when you put the right fist into the left palm, we nod our head, it means mutual respect. So thank you so much for coming. We'll have another lesson in 2 weeks from today.